How's it going, everyone? It's Ben Falcons Media Corner back again with a brand new video for today. Welcome back to the movie review, aka for our soul review video for today. This time for this new episode for the series is going to be my review on the 2022 horror slasher film, and this is the prequel to my favorite horror movie of last year as well. And as you guys can tell from the title of this video, of course, I'm here to review Pearl. Now, this is directed by Ti West, who helmed the last movie of the series he's made, known as X, which, like I said, is my favorite horror movie of 2022. And he also wrote and edited this film as well. And also, this is the first time credit from Mia Goth as a screenwriter, in which she wrote this film along with Ti West. And she returns for this new entry to the series. But in this film, she plays a total different character from what she played in the last film, in which in this film, she plays the title character of this film, Pearl. And the story of the film is that, trapped on an isolated farm, Pearl must tend to her ailing father under the watch of her abusive mother. Lusting for the glamorous life she's seen in movies, Pearl's temptations and repressions collide. So that's pretty much the whole plot synopsis I can say for Pearl. Now, I was really excited for this movie, and like I said, I really enjoyed the last movie, X, which that came out last year back in March. That film really surprised me because I went into that film knowing nothing much about it after I saw the trailer. But once after I saw that movie, I can definitely tell you guys that I had a blast with that film because that movie was bloody awesome, and it's definitely my favorite horror film of last year, in my opinion, like my #1 favorite, and also one of my favorite films of last year as well. And for that, and as I was watching that film, it just constantly gave me throwbacks to like old-fashioned horror slasher films that would have been released in the 70s and 80s, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and other films as well. And once after I saw that movie, I heard straight away that Ti West was gonna make a new entry to this new series that he's created for the horror genre, and it was gonna be a prequel. And I was really looking forward to seeing what he was gonna do with this prequel. And I was also really looking forward to seeing what Mia Goth was gonna do, since she has returned for this new entry to the series. But in this film, she plays a different character than for what she played in the last film. And once I saw the trailer for this movie, I was just constantly very excited for this movie, and all that, from the way it looked and everything and all that. But unfortunately, this film didn't come out last year in my area in the UK, but in the US it did. It came out back in September of last year, but we didn't get this film until March of this year. And this film came out the exact same day as Shazam! Fury of the Gods did, but I didn't see this film first because I wanted to see Shazam 2 first, and I decided to see this film just a couple of days after that, after I saw Shazam 2, and then after that I had a busy day at work and all that. So I went to see this on the 21st of March, and I still have my free ticket for this film, which I saw this on my job for free. And I'd like to say to View Cinema, thank you so much for giving me a free ticket for this film, because I was dying to see this film. And after watching this whole movie, I gotta say here, guys, this film was also bloody awesome here. I had a lot of fun with Pearl, and I can definitely tell you as well, guys, this is another one of my favorite horror films of last year as well, and definitely another one of my favorite films of 2022 here as well. Although I wouldn't say I like this one a lot more than X, because in my opinion, I like X a bit more than this though, but I still genuinely love this movie here, you guys. The real reason to see this movie is definitely Mia Goth's performance, because she is absolutely incredible in this film, and I gotta say, this is easily my favorite performance from her I've seen in recent years. And I can also say as well, she has easily become the newest greatest thing in the horror genre in recent years. And I can't wait to see what else she would do in the horror genre in the future and beyond. And I loved what she was given for her character from her material that she was given in this movie, because the writing talent from this movie from both Ti West and Mia Goth was fantastic. And I can't wait to see what they will do in the future and all that for like future horror films and beyond as well. Because for what she was given for her material in this film was great. Because for her character, she is the only one you're going to find yourself remotely rooting for throughout the entire film, because you just constantly want to see her doing horrific kills in the film to the people who, you know, constantly mistreat her, specifically her mother, because she is really abusive towards her and all of that. And another thing I loved from her material was her emotions in the film, on like how she plays her emotions in the film, because when it comes to moments where you see her become really emotional in the film, was just so incredible. Like, she really blew me away for those moments like that. Like, there are times where you see her getting really upset, and there are moments where you see her just going absolutely crazy and all that when you see her doing horrific kills. And Mia Goth, just like I said, she really blew me away throughout the entire film from what she was given from her character, and her performance was just incredible. And as for everyone else in the film, I thought they all gave really great, strong performances for their characters in this film. And the direction by Ti West, I thought, was incredible. And this is and for what he did in this film was the exact opposite from what he did in X, because for that film was mostly set at nighttime and all that. But for this film, it's mostly set during daytime and all that. And I thought he did a fantastic job with that, because the whole movie looks so bright and colorful and all that, but it's also filled with crazy messed up stuff and all that. Like, there's tense music and some horrific bloody kills. And when it comes to the kills in this film, I thought the kills in this film were absolutely insanely bloody. And if that's what if that's what you come to see, you're gonna get that all here and all that. And however, the pacing in the film, it is my only issue I have with the film. Even though the first act and the second act in the film are pretty well paced, it's just the third act I thought wasn't that structured enough from its pacing and all that. It's mostly due to the last couple minutes in the film when we see Mia Goth as Pearl talking and all that for like a couple minutes. And I kind of felt for that scene, it just wasn't that structured enough from its pacing and all that. And even though I wasn't getting remotely bored or anything like that, because I was overall having a really fun time with this film and all that, mostly due to Mia Goth's incredible performance and as well as like the horrific kills that she provides in the film. And I also liked how this film is set and all that, because this film is set in 1918 and it's also set during two events. It's set during World War One and it's also set during a pandemic and all that, like hundreds of years and hundreds of years ago and all that. And I thought that was pretty creative from Ti West as well. But overall, in the end, guys, Pearl, this movie generally was also awesome, just like X was. Although I do like I said, I do like X a bit more than this though, but I still genuinely love this film. Like I said, it's got incredible performance by Mia Goth. It has really fun kills. It's very well directed too. Even though, like I said, the pacing isn't that structured enough, but it's mostly due towards the final act of the film. But the first act and the second half, the pacing for those acts of the film were pretty well paced enough for this film. And there are a few ways I could recommend this film. If you were a fan of the previous movie, or you're a fan of Mia Goth as an actress, or Ti West as a director, this is one you don't want to miss out for yourselves here. And if you miss a chance to see this in cinemas, it is available to watch at home on demand. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Pearl. I'm going to give Pearl 4.5 out of 5. Despite one issue I have with this film, I still managed to have a lot of fun with this movie from beginning to end. And like I said, this is easily got to be another one of my favorite horror films of last year as well, and definitely another one of my favorite films of last year as well. And like I said, I do like X a bit more than this stuff, but I still genuinely love this movie overall though, and I really can't wait to pick this up in my collection very soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my ACAF for a review on Pearl, and let me know what you think of this movie if you have seen this already or if you just recently checked out this film. Did you have a blast with this, or was this not really a popcorn treat? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and this has been Falcon's Media Corner signing off.